this on.
Now that we're
Turn this on.
in here, it's like, what are we talking about? I don't even know.
I don't know, right?
I mean, I guess there's so much. You got parenting, you got adulting, you got.
Adulting's hard.
Adulting is hard.
Adulting is way hard.
Hey, there's a lot, but yeah.
What do we talk about?
Well, what is it about this? Let's just go into adulting. What is it about adulting that's hard for you?
I think when you're adulting with children, it takes on a different beast. Like, it's a whole different monster. And I think if I was just adulting by myself or with a husband, it wouldn't be that difficult. But I think when you add children, and so I'm trying to be responsible for myself plus all these other motherfuckers. So
Yeah.
it's like can y'all help out? But then it's like, no, you can't, because I brought you here.
You can't.
So,
you don't know anything. Half of y'all can't get a job to even buy food for yourself. So that's what that is. It's wow.
I mean, I think they say that like having kids is supposed to like help you grow up a little bit, but I feel like that doesn't really happen for everybody. Like, it's really, it's kind of like the personality you were when you didn't have money is the personality you are when you have money. It's like how you were when you didn't have kids.
Oh my God.
It's kind of similar to how you are with kids.
Or like the conversation that was had yesterday with my uncle talking about my cousin.
Oh Lord.
Like, oh my goodness.
Horrible. Good.
Kids. They're just gonna pop out.
Interruption.
They're just gonna pop out anywhere. No, it's she's what? How old is? Well, hell, nobody knows who she is. How old is Nia? She's what, 30? Yeah, 30, she's 30. Yeah. She's 30, and she acts like she's 18 with a 5-year-old. Like, she doesn't know how to do anything. She halfway knows how to cook. I don't know what she does on her spare time besides sitting on her phone on the fucking internet, on the social media. Like, it's just
I mean,
bananas.
I feel like I feel like as an adult, if you're truly adulting, you would not be consuming as much social media as your children.
Right.
Like that shouldn't even be a thing. Like, and if anything, if you are consuming, you should be seeing what they're looking at.
Right.
To know if they're watching stuff that's going to influence them in a negative way. But not being an adult when you have children, it's like, you got to grow up. Like, when are you going to grow up? I mean, I think we all have family members that still do what they're not supposed to do. And it's like, bro, you're like 50. Like you should still like you need to be responsible. Like, you have even if you have adult children, like, there's still people that have adult children and can't manage their life, and it's just really sad. It's just like, how do you influence that, or how do you get someone to cross the line of growing up?
That is
right. Like, who knows?
Like, I don't know.
The world may never know.
I think, you know what? With the few people in my family, I think what has happened with the few people in my family is we have people that will bail you out. Now, a lot of people grow up in this, well, at least for mine, I have a large family. We bail each other out here and there. And I think with people like the people in my family, it's kind of, well, they're able to look over their shoulder and still see us there. A lot of people don't have that. So that's what makes those folks grow up, because they're just like, well, if I fall on my butt, I'm going to just be there.
Yeah.
But with my family, it's kind of like there's always a, proverbial whoopee cushion? Like, there's always something there.
There's a safety net.
There's always something there. And no matter how, well, my uncle talked about his son. No matter how much he does wrong, his oldest son, they're there. No matter where they move, they could probably move to the moon tomorrow. He will have a place to live.
Yeah.
There's always a safety net for him, and he's 31. So,
Yeah.
so there's always a safety net. I think that's, adulting. It's not hard unless you make it hard.
Yeah. I think that safety net is a big it, because even with our oldest, it's like I've seen what can happen, or the delay in growing up, as far as like friends, siblings, like you don't grow up faster by your parents helping you in certain ways and being that safety net. So I don't want to be that safety net for our kids. Like, I want them to be able to, okay, you made a mistake or you fell down. Get up. Like, go through it. Like, kids today don't want to go through the hard stuff. That's why they're so anxious. That's why they're so nervous. That's why they're so scared of everything. And they get so inundated with information that they don't make a move. But it's also, they don't make a move because they're also scared of messing up. But you, as a parent, have to tell them, it's okay to mess up. That's how you learn. That's how you get through the storm. Yeah. Like, getting through the storm, what's on the other side? Calm. But if you never face a storm's always going to look scary.
The stuff that they're scared of. It's really not anything to be scared of. It's just... Yeah, like doing an application, for example. If you mess up on an application, it's an application. It's really not... You know what I'm saying? Like, if the employer sees something wrong, they're more than likely 100% going to tell you, just change this to this, and we're good. Or you forgot your birthday. Right. Like, you forgot to put in your birthday. Whatever. Like...
Yeah, like, it's just, it's we can't be our own kids' detriment. I think a lot of times parents think they're saving their children, or, oh, we're helping them. But it's like, there's a difference between support and enabling. And you can enable your child so much that they think you're always going to be there, to the point of they don't even have to try. Yeah. No. They don't even have to put forth 110%. But it's like, no. Like, you need to put forth some effort, bro. Like, this is not... Like, also, you're not always going to be there. So how are you helping them? You're enabling. And then in some freak accident, you're gone. They can't survive life because you've enabled them. Therefore, they have no skills to adult on their own.
I mean...
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, come on.
It could be a whole Batman situation where both your mom and your dad pass away in the same swoop. So then what? Bam. Like, oh my God, like, it's just a lot. And then oh my gosh, my aunt said she did an application for my cousin. That kind of threw me, because I'm just like, he's 31. What do you mean you're doing his application for a job?
Yeah, for a job, not like a school application, like a college application where, there's like a writing sample. Like, it's a job. Like, you don't know where you used to work. You don't know.
You didn't know that you were in the military.
You didn't know that you were in the
military. Matter of fact, who filled out the military application?
Yeah.
I wondered if she filled out I should have asked her that. I was kind of
Oh my God.
I was kind of too stunned, honestly.
Yeah, that kind of took me by surprise.
Because I was just like, what do you mean you filled out the application? I didn't even fill out, or you, for our oldest son when he got his little job. It's like, no, you fill it out. You know our address. you know you ain't worked nowhere, so your application ain't gonna be but 5 seconds.
3 things.
Yeah. Your name, the address, your date of birth, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else on there. Like, have you ever worked before? No.
Yeah, like I really want to know like how like I feel like kids got it easier now. But it's like I think technology has made their lives easier, yet they still think it's hard.
Yeah.
But I wish I was going to high school right now. Cause I'd be like,
you know what? We're in that. If you were to listen to that thing I was listening to earlier, we're in that in between stage of a generation because the older generation thinks we have it easy. Now they think we have. I don't know. It's just weird.
yeah,
we're in the in between.
We're the bridge generation.
Yeah.
We're the '80s babies that still remember when technology was a freaking cassette tape. That was an advancement, and a Walkman, a CD Walkman was.
Right.
Oh my god, like, and a Nokia phone with Snake on it was like the highlight of our technology as teenagers.
I mean, because if you think about it, when we grew up, we still was dealing with payphones. Like, when did cell phones really... Were we still in high school with cell phones? No.
Cell phones came out, like...
2000? When did cell phones come out?
Yeah, I would say, like late, like 98, 99, maybe.
So we were in high school.
Yeah. I remember having a cell phone, but that was, like, it was, like, only if I was going to stay the night somewhere or going somewhere after school.
Oh, because it had the minute joints on it.
Yeah, because it was minute based. They ain't gonna know what that is.
Oh my god, what is that? Or don't call me. But what was it? 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
8 o'clock? Whatever.
Call me after 7.
Don't call me after 7. Are you kidding me?
It was like
I can't answer the phone. That bill would be $1 million a minute.
I ain't talking during the day. Are you crazy? You better come to my house.
I bet. About to be on punishment. Or if you did call, it'll be like, hey, I'm coming over. All right, bye. What the?
Yeah.
Dang, that was a short. Yeah, I'm coming over.
Yeah, like you got to think like technology has not been around that long. Like that, what we have today has not been around. That it's not. It like the internet's not 100 years old.
I mean, our kids don't even know what the hell a beeper is.
Beep beep.
Like,
do they still have beepers for doctors? Or no?
No, they have a pager system. So it's not like they be like, oh shit, like
oh shit,
Nino Brown.
143.
Oh yeah, another part of adulting is dealing with coworkers. I just stepped back into that field of dealing with coworkers after 6 years, was it?
Yeah.
After doing my own business and dealing with people. I did not know. I did not know that I was damn near kicking back the last few years. Like, and it's just strange shit. Like, the strangest shit be happening, and I'm just like, dude, is it that serious?
I can't even.
Like, you don't want to do this? No, I don't. You ask me a question and my answer is no. And just because it's no, you want to fucking flip out.
Oh my god.
And try to go tell the manager. And I'm just like, bro, like, is it that serious though? Like, why are people, what's wrong with folks? Like, come to work and do your job. The management team hired you to do your job. Not to watch me do mine. I don't understand that.
I'm only laughing because I've been in my job for so long, and that's just like that's just like a norm.
Yeah, but to come back into it, it's just like.
And I mean, it's not normal in the sense of
like,
it should happen. It's normal in the sense of that's just how working around other people is.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't be so surprised if I just was continuing into, from. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I've had coworkers like that will play. I mean, I think it's the game playing that happens at work. Like, I've had coworkers that will like hang out, like it's break time and they'll hang out in the lobby and watch and keep track of who's walking in, who's walking out, who left at what time. And I'm like, and you ain't even a supervisor. So why are we doing this? like, go sit your ass down at your desk. And then it's like, if you're watching me, then what are you doing? You're not. Your whole break is watching my break. Like, go read a book. Go take a walk.
And I'm interested to know what do supervisors think? Because my thought process behind it, I guess after being my own boss for so long, I guess there's two sides to it. You know that person is like that, so you keep them in that place so you can have a snitch. But then on the other hand, they do get on your nerves, but you're just like, okay, I'll deal with them getting on my nerves and always telling on people to have a watchful eye so I can actually do nothing. Like, is that what goes on?
It's kind of like, I mean, I feel like it's supervisor's choice. They kind of have to take the lesser of both evils. What would you want? Like you said, would you want to be annoyed by the employee because they're giving all this information, or do you want to spend more of your own time doing what they're doing, and then you get to, and you don't have the kickback time? Like, it's kind of like, what do you want to do? You have to.
Actually, now that you're saying that, I probably would choose the more kickback time, because if I'm on salary making, I don't know, 50,000.
Yeah.
But I gotta work 65, 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you telling, because that's something I don't have to fucking do.
That's the nice thing I gotta do.
Well, yeah, okay, well, I get it, but then it's annoying to the actual rest of the staff, because it's just it's just like, dude, like, I was just in my cubicle, or I was just over here, or I was just over there doing my job. Leave me alone. Like,
the thing I find funny is that employee that's doing all the tattletailing and snitching. It's like, do you like that you have that reputation? You know what I mean? Like, you want to be known as, like, are you even aware that you're known as the tattletale? Like, you have to know, because you know that you're telling on people, right? Like, you think we're all oblivious? Like, no, I saw Mary. She saw me, and then the next thing I know, I'm called into someone's office. Well, yeah, I know it was you, Mary. Like, we're not stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. A plus A is 2 A's.
Shit.
Like, it's just like, what do you gain? Like, what do you gain by being that employee? If anyone is that employee, please let us know, because I would like to know, what is your goal and purpose? Because that does not make sense to me. I do not want attention at work. I do not want anybody all up in what I'm doing. Like, I'm doing my job, and that's all that matters. What time I do it, when I do it, how long it's like, that's irrelevant. I get the job done. Like, that's my
wonder if
my job.
So they must do it for the purpose of thinking they're going to get promoted to a supervisor. But you're never going to get that, because the manager has already placed you in this box, in this bubble, in this whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable there, they're going to keep you there.
It's like a form of sucking up or something. It's like a teacher's pet.
Yeah.
Never been that.
Now, you might get a good review on your yearly, but
yeah, but that box that says works well with others, I don't think it's gonna say outstanding. I think that shit's gonna say needs improvement.
Oh my god.
Need improvement.
She or he does all their work, but
I personally, I mean, as we start our business, I know eventually, like our different businesses, I know eventually we're going to have to hire people. Trust, let this be known. We are not rewarding you for telling on people. You will not be rewarded, because that is not a trait that we think is a good employee.
As a matter of fact, we're going to figure out who is who, and since it's our business, we're just going to let you go. Like, I'm not about to deal with that. Yeah. Because I'm not that type of person. Because I honestly want people that are, quote unquote, like me. You want to come to work, do your job, and go home and not deal with any stress. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people like that than not like that. You just want to come to work, get your paycheck, and go home.
Yeah. Like, all that all that snitching, it just creates a hostile environment, and I don't think anybody wants to be in that type of environment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna breed well. Even if they're not telling on, like, say, if Mary tells on Steve, even Emily is gonna feel that, even though she didn't tell on Emily. You know, Emily's gonna feel like, oh, like, scared to come into work every day. So it's like, that's not a good environment for productivity. Like, that's, like, no. Like, Emily's gonna still hate her job because she has to witness the snitching. Like, no.
Or even on the flip side, when you have two coworkers fighting, like what happened to me last week, you had two coworkers fighting some kind of way, because there's two trainers and there's two employees, with me being one of the employees. The one trainer got into it with an employee. Now I'm roped into it along with the other trainer because now they want to switch. I don't like that, man. I don't like it. What the?
Oh, so you got by default.
Yeah, I got
by affected.
Yeah, I got by default. I'm affected by your BS, and that particular incident didn't even happen at work. These people were off doing whatever together outside of work. You know, like
trying to accommodate.
Yeah, but you're trying to accommodate, so you roped me into it, and I'm just like, we was fine.
I hate that.
You know what I mean? Matter of fact, when the other trainer got the call, we were at a taco shop. We were chilling. We were cold chilling. We was at a taco shop. I had a Gatorade. He was drinking his Jamaica. We was Mexicaned out.
Oh.
We was good.
Oh my God.
We was good. You know, like, man.
I like his bomb. That makes me want taco shop today.
Yeah. He had a California burrito. I had carne asada fries.
We're about to get Uber Eats up in here.
Hot sauce. I was in there.
Man.
Like swimwear. I don't care.
I just don't get that. Like coworkers, man.
Yeah, that's.
I think
that's rough.
I think another adulting in general. It really is all about accountability, too. Like, you got to take accountability for what you do and what you don't do, and what you do well and what you don't do well. So it's like if you're not take accountability for that in the sense of you have to let people know what your intentions are and what you can and can't do. I don't know if you are good at cleaning the bathroom or something. You know what I mean? Like, you have to tell me, I'm not very good at cleaning the bathroom. Like, instead of me getting mad because the bathroom's not clean, like, no, you didn't clean the bathroom because you're not good at it. Just fucking tell me that, so I'll do that and you do something else. Like, that's the agreement that we have. So, that I'm not a good bathroom cleaner, but I will cook and clean the kitchen, do all the dishes. You just take care of the bathroom. You know what I mean? And as an adult, like, you just gotta, like, an adult in relationships, you just gotta take accountability for what you're able to do and able to bring to the table. I think some people try and hide, like, well, if I don't say anything, or if I try and sugarcoat, like, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, or what I can and can't provide, then, like they'll never figure it out. It's like, no, please just... I would respect you more if you just tell me. Yeah. That way I know who I'm messing with, who I'm getting into it with, whether it be friendships or relationships. Like, I just need to know, who are you? Like, take accountability for who you are. Some people are just not good communicators or not good at, just certain things. Just freaking tell me that. Like, you're not good at saving? Great. I'll be the saver. You can be the spender. Like, it's just, you're not good at paying bills?
Yeah. Tell
me. Like, let's talk it. Let's have a conversation. Like, I think accountability in relationships it's a huge part of adulting. Like, I don't know why people are scared of it, because I think you're going to cause more headache not taking accountability, because I'm going to expect something from you that you can't provide. But if you just told me, that you can and can't do something, then oh, okay, well then I have no expectation of you fulfilling that task, so I won't get let down, right? Like I don't understand certain people.
Now, as you were talking, I was thinking about dang, which is probably a combination of two different subjects, but you could put it in the adulting category as well. But the whole going back to my father thing, him not taking accountability, him not just speaking his mind, the lack of communication when it comes to me now finding out that I have a sister after 40 years. So it's like, you can literally just admit to the fact, because we're both grown. Me and my sister, we're both grown. So you can pretty much admit to the fact that, oh yeah, this happened. Because her mom admitted to the fact of it happened. But she's moved on. She said, yes, it happened. This is what went down. This, that, and the third. So on and so forth. And that was it. I can't change the past. You're already here. I raised you perfectly.
Grown. Like y'all is grown.
Like super grown. I mean, everybody got their own cars, houses, living situations. You know what I mean? Like everybody makes their own money. Like,
yeah, it just makes you
like what's the lack of accountability at this stage? Like, she's not 10. She's not 12. She's not, you know what I mean? She's a whole adult.
A whole adult.
Like,
that's a quantity for black people.
A whole adult.
A whole adult, not a half. Yeah. She a whole.
She a whole adult. Like,
she a whole adult.
Like, it just don't make no sense. Like,
yeah, I mean, being on the outside, like, it's not, it's my in-laws' family. Like, so I just wonder, like, when he doesn't take accountability, is it, like, what is he trying to hide or run from? It comes to mind. Because to me, like you said, she's an adult. Your child is an adult now. And you're not even with either of the people that were affected on the other side. Like, the women that were affected, yeah. Your mom, her mom, you're not with either of them. They both know the situation and are accepting of the situation. So the only one not accepting the situation out of the basically 5 people involved,
right, is the guy.
Is you. Man. But you old. Like, no one's trying to get you sticky for your money. No one's trying to, like, we all got our own. So it's just we're just trying to, nourish a relationship, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's all. Like, it's not even a tangible thing that she wants. It's just a relationship. And as we all get older, I would think he would want that too. So it's just, to me, it's just kind of bizarre. Like you're not even willing to just admit and say, you know what, I was wrong, but the past is in the past. Like, I never had a daughter. I want to have a father relationship with you.
Yeah.
And move and keep it pushing. Like, how often how often do you see your parents? Like, I see my parents probably only every day. I see my dad every day because he helps with our childcare. But I mean, if he wasn't, I'd probably see him once a week. So right. It's like a once a week interaction. You can't even fathom once a week talking to her on the phone. That's a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know what I mean? The friends, I don't talk to my friends every day.
But
it's a relationship. It's once a week.
I think what's blowing me a little bit is how she came in. She came in with the attitude of, let's let bygones be bygones. Mm. She could have very well came in hot and heavy, motherfucker, why didn't you? And this, that, and the third, and you got your hair shaking, you got
the neck shaking.
Yeah, because she all the way black. So it could have been all that. You know what I'm saying? No, she came in with the whole, let's just foster relationship. Whatever. You know, like, you can't change the past. What was it at the time? 34 years. You can't change the past 34 years. So, whatever. Let's just go forth. I just don't understand, like, that part of people and adulting, why they can't.
I think it's also a little embarrassment. Like he has this image for himself, and that goes against this ideal
of being perfect.
Of being perfect for himself.
Well, sorry, but
you obviously you were human back then, so you're still human now.
Yeah, and you had 2 imperfect children.
Like, nobody's perfect. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect.
I would like to get my beard perfect every time I cut it, but I can't. It look as close to perfect as I can get it. I know I probably got a squiggly line or something wrong with it.
Right?
It's like, come on, like,
I'm trying to struggle
perfect.
through this in between stage with my hair because it's like it's not long enough, it's not short enough.
But we
make it work with the head, get a little scarf.
Yeah, but we want to act like we perfect. And, man, come on, stop it.
It's sad. I think at the end of the day, all parents just need to, admit when you're wrong. I think your kids will respect you more. I think once I started like just telling the kids, hey, I'm just tired. I just don't have the energy for this, or I just don't have the energy to play. I just don't have the money to do this. I'm waiting for my check to come. It's 2 days before payday. Once I started just being honest with them about the situation, I think the no and the letdown sounded better. Taking that accountability of, hey, I'm going to be as transparent with you as possible. I don't care if you're 10. Okay. Mommy is on the struggle bus right now, but but we're gonna make it work,
But I think that also lets your child know that being an adult is this way. You might see me this way because that's how it looks, but I want to let you know when we close that front door, this is how it is.
Yeah.
As well. You know what I mean? Like, the public will always see one side of you.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to know everything about you. They're always going to see just this side. And that's okay, as long as you know in your heart that it ain't really like that. Like, you can, and you can make up whatever you want to make up in your mind and make you feel better about yourself, about me.
Right.
Because it really doesn't matter. But as long as I pay my bills, because you're not helping with it. So as long as I pay my bills and do what I need to do, then that's just whatever.
I think one thing I've learned now, like being over the age of 30, and 35, and then being around my parents and asking them questions about, your own childhood, I think you learn that your parents are human. Like, when you're in your 30s and your parents are in their 60s, you actually get to know their actual personality, because I think our parents, baby boomers, if they weren't real, they were always putting on a front or putting on a show, and I think as the 30-year-olds now, we're going into 40, we're realizing we can't do that to our kids because it's going to mess them up. Like, it's really going to mess them up to think that we're this perfect thing. And then when they're adults, they're like, oh my God, I don't even fucking know who my dad is. Like, it's just like, what? Like, wow. Like, I'd rather have you just be fucking real. Like, I really think the situation with your dad would have been totally different if maybe when your sister was 10, he just goes and asks like, hey, is that my kid? Or even when she was 18, hey, is that my kid? Like, okay, I need to do X, Y, and Z to be in her life, or talk to her, or explain to her the situation, my side of the situation. And then boom, you would have had at least 20 years of a relationship with a sister that you didn't know you had.
I think the embarrassment comes in with my dad is the lady told him, this is your child. And he said, how do you know that that's my child when you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Her rebuttal was, he's been sterile since he was 17. They're now, at the time, 30. So when the man was 17, some sort of accident happened. That part of the story I didn't get. Really doesn't matter. But there was some sort of accident that happened, and he had surgery, and the result of the surgery was he can no longer have any kids. You know, the only thing he's going to be able to do for the rest of his life is pee. He's not going to be able to do anything else.
I mean, he could walk though, right?
I mean, he can walk, but
I don't know why that popped into
he can walk,
like, damn, can he walk?
But being reproductive.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't ever going to happen.
My bad, y'all.
Now,
I was like, wait a minute.
Now, luckily for him, he could still perform, I guess. I don't fucking know. But nothing was ever going to come out of his body.
Oh, shit.
So, that's how she knew. Because she was like, I've only been with you too. And I know for a fact that he can't. Because I've been with him for the past 7 years.
It's science.
We don't use protection.
It's science.
And then your ass came in here with no protection. I.e., there goes my sister. Like, come on, like.
Mistakes were made, but you have to admit to them.
Yeah.
I mean, just to say, this is where my head was at that time, and looking back, that probably wasn't the best choice for you, as the child, to not have a father figure in your life, but that's the choice that I made, and just moving forward, bro. Like it don't make no sense. You're gonna take that to the grave, like.
And it's a secret that's really not a secret anymore, because all parties have had the conversation. Even her twin sister, the mom that is, her twin sister. You know, it was like, yeah, his dad, this, that, the third, and flip-floppity flip, and this what happened. Because I was with his friend at the time.
Yeah, like, we got a whole time map and receipts of of what happened. Like how you know this person? How you know that? It's just like, it's like, bro, the evidence is there. It might as well be on Dateline.
One thing you could be for sure of is black women will have receipts and timeline and back in 1987, this, that, and the third, and I seen you and your mama. The lady seen me before. I never know.
That was the storm of '86. I already know.
It was tripping. It tripped me out. Like, what the?
That was the storm of '82.
This lady said, I left him alone because you and your mom came back into the picture because we moved from LA back to Cincinnati. I left y'all alone. I left him alone because of her and the child at the time, which was me, obviously.
Yeah.
So she stood up as another black woman, and she was just like, you know what? This man is about to mess up 2 households. Let me just let him do that over there, and I'm going to keep on with my daughter. And we moved to daggone Cincinnati, and 3 years later they were broken up. So it really didn't matter which way or the other. It was just, she was like, I just don't want to be the cause of that.
Yeah. I mean, I think
that was pretty awesome to hear, you know.
Yeah, I think respect to her for recognizing that and not pushing the issue. Mm-hmm. Because she could have easily, like a lot do, push the issue, and then you're having this tumultuous life and back and forth, trying to force this relationship for the sake of the child, apparently, but
Yeah.
It's like the child has no clue. Like, you could go get another dude. Like, the kid don't know who's who. You know? Like, it's a relationship. Like, there are a lot of people that were not raised by their biological fathers. And they were raised by other men. And those men are more fathers than their actual fathers. And that's okay. Like, like as a woman, you have to... I mean, she just recognized, like, and clocked it and was like, you know what? It's not worth it. Like, it's really not. And even to this day, you know, he gets the short end of the stick as the brother because now in this process, his own father doesn't want to talk to him just because he wants to have a sister.
Right.
Like, okay, like, what, like, that don't even make sense. Like, it's just like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's just, it don't make no sense. Like, she made the choice to let you have that 2-parent household, even if they were living separately, and out of respect. And now it's like he just throws all that away. Like, a lot of guys don't get relationships with their kids, and you're losing 2 just because of 1. You know, doesn't make any sense. It's like, really, like.
But it's all your choice, though.
It's all your choice. It's all your choice.
Not like,
it's not even.
It's not like we stopped talking to him because we found each other. So it's like, no, our dad's a piece of... No, neither one of us has gone that far.
Yeah.
It's, let's just move on with our lives all together.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want it. And another thing that trips me out, still, like, even his new girlfriend was like, telling him, hey, it's okay because even I have a half sister that I just found out about. Now, okay, now she's in her, early 60s, mid 60s. She said, I didn't find out about my half sister until I was 31, 32. So kind of the same age, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she's been in my life, I mean, like I said, she's 60-something, so she's been in her life for 30-something years, but it could have been 50 if the dad would have said something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she was trying to make it okay for him to go be over there and have the conversations and start a relationship. Like, who am I to tell you not to talk to your daughter? That's kind of how her...
Yeah.
Because she has a daughter of her own.
Yeah. It's like all the...
So she's like, wait a minute,
How is it all the women around you are okay with it, but you're not?
Yeah, that's 3... now
makes sense.
Yeah, that's 3 women. What boggles my mind, though, which is crazy, is my Aunt Cheryl has... I haven't heard her side of it, but from my understanding, she's riding with my dad's stupid point of view.
That's his ride or die. She's
but I'm just like, you can't listen to her. Because she has no kids.
She has no kids, so she don't understand.
So she's gonna ride, rightfully so. She's gonna ride for and with her sibling. Whatever my sibling says, that's what I'm gonna do. I get that.
Right.
And she has no kids, so it's like, well, you don't even know what that feels like.
But even sibling wise, like I'm quick to tell my brother, you know you're wrong, right?
Well, yeah, as an adult.
Like I hope, like even
going
though
back to adulting,
forward facing, she's ride or die for him. Like I don't even think behind the scenes she's telling him, you know you foul, right? Like, because I will tell my brother he's a fool.
No.
And he's doing something wrong, or he's, you know what I mean? Like, I will tell him. I will smile and be like, oh, hey, hi. Like, introduce myself to someone that he's dating. But if I know some shit's going on behind the scenes, I'm in his ear. I'm not going to put you on blast in front of the girl.
Yeah, like the street.
Yeah.
In the street, you're going to be like, acting like it's okay in the street.
In the street.
So to speak.
Yeah.
But once we close the door, nigga, no, you wrong.
I'm like, you wrong as hell. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Doing that to that girl or doing this to that.
know,
I mean, my brother has come a long way. He's not like that anymore. But but I was always like, no.
You know good and hell well.
Like, I'm not gonna even try and get close. Why don't you want to hang out with so and so? No. Why? You messing over on her. She ain't gonna stick around. Like, why would I do that?
And I'm totally mad at the fact that my grandmother, rest her soul, met the lady. So you knew about the lady?
Ooh,
and
I
you
didn't know
never yeah, she was all up in my grandma's house. I didn't tell you that?
Dun dun dun.
No, she was my dad took the lady to the house, introduced her, hey, this is so and so, because I don't want to say her name.
Yeah.
Hey, this is so and so. Oh, hey.
Y'all.
So she knows where my grandma lives or used to live.
Y'all.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I thought I told you that.
The layers. I
thought I told you that. Yeah.
This is genuine shock on my face.
She knew, my grandmother knew. That's why I think my aunt has such a ride or die attitude.
Wow.
And every time she asked about my mom, I always looked at her like she was strange. And then after finding out about my sister, and my aunt would ask about my mom, I would be like, bitch, you don't give a fuck about my mom. Stop asking about my mom.
Wow.
It always felt strange when she would ask about her prior to my sister.
Yeah.
Because you get that feeling. You're just like, you're always asking about her, but you don't really, there's something wrong with this ask.
Oh my gosh.
What is the problem? So, and the fact that happened, I was like, so you knew it's the secrets for me. I'm like, what is wrong?
Yeah, like, man, okay, it is 2023. Don't be going into this year, or if you came into this year with secrets, y'all need to clear that out, because that's not adulting. Adults don't keep secrets, man. We ain't 5 years old.
Yeah,
no, secrets tear families apart. Secrets tear relationships apart. Like, no one wins when you got secrets. Like, just
and secrets also starts to affect your health, because I found it quite funny that prior to me knowing about her, my dad started having health issues, and I'm just like, what is wrong with this fool? Like, he's been healthy all this time. And it was last March. I didn't find out till April because he didn't tell me. But it was last March. He was like, "Oh my God, I've been having heart problems and this, that, and the third, and I had to go to the doctor and get my kidney checked." And he's saying all of this stuff like he's finally getting old. And I'm just like,
bro, you old.
I'm just like, dang, this is hitting my dad. Like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, here comes May, and he says, "Oh, you have a sister," and I'm just like, "So that's what that is." Like, you tried to hold this secret. Now this secret done reared its ugly head,
reaped all up in here.
Yeah. Now you're like, "Oh, I'm having a heart attack." No, that's just indigestion, bro.
Oh,
that's
my
not.
God.
That's not a heart attack. You just need to.
Yeah.
You just need to belch.
Secrets and lies will eat you alive. That's why I do not have a life of lies. I don't keep lies. I don't say lies, because it's just like, it's also too much energy. All that negative energy is just like, it just eats at you. You can't live your life like that.
And to keep a secret like that for 30-something years. What made you think that it was never going to come about?
Also, they all live in the same city, so it's like, you didn't think you was going to run into her? Like, this city is not that big. Cincinnati is not a very large city. No. So,
you could
what made you think that?
you could run around that city in a good 45 minutes. It's not like a Dallas, or it's not like a LA, or shoot, even New York. I mean, hell, New York is stupid. You ain't driving nowhere in New York. But yeah, it's not like none of them cities. You gonna get from one side to the other really quickly. Like
yeah, it. Mm-mm.
and that's
Yeah.
with traffic.
He was running as long as he could.
Yeah, like how
But-
long did you think that was gonna happen? And it weirds me out a little bit. I'm glad that it happened when it did. Like, hey, you need to move with your mom to San Diego when I was 15. Now I know I'm 5 years older than the girl, but that would have been very strange not to know this girl. But you meet her,
Right.
but you don't know who she is for real.
Oh yeah.
That would have been really, really strange.
Like going to like you could have went to the same high school and all that. Like,
Yeah, well.
oh no, because she's younger.
No,
but
she
just
was,
being around, like you could have been 20 and she's 15, and it's like, oh, who's that?
or 25 and 20, and we work together.
Yeah, like,
And I'm
oh,
like,
who's
man,
that?
she a young little cute little
Like,
thing.
oh, she funny.
Yeah, like
Oh, we get along great.
not knowing why we get along really great. Like, yeah, you guys get along great because you guys are the same fucking person, technically.
Got the same blood.
You just got the same attitude.
Wow.
Tell stupid ass jokes, but don't smile. Do the same stupid shit.
They are inseparable. You would not have known that they
Doing the same.
They
dumb
talk
shit.
every damn day. I'm like, these mofos right here. Who you talking to? Oh, yeah, I'm talking to my sister. Oh, my God.
Oh Lord.
No wonder why you loud. Close the damn door.
Damn. I was super angry.
All loud. No.
Super angry. But
No,
yeah.
I like that you have someone to talk to. But see, that's the highlight. Maybe that's the highlight. Maybe that's the, God, you had to unfortunately sacrifice one relationship to gain another, but maybe that's a relationship that you need, because it's going to be there longer, she's younger than you, so, she's going through all these changes. She needs some brotherly advice. So I'm sure she's very thankful.
Grew up 5 miles apart. Not even 5 miles apart.
He's still on this.
Yes. I'm still upset about
A
that.
little bitter. No, I get it though. I mean, it's warranted.
It was more like 1.5 miles apart.
Oh, this.
Because we were both in Mount Airy. And when I showed her Hawaiian Village, and she showed me where she lived, I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't know how far this is going to go, but if you know Cincinnati, you know Hawaiian Village and Mount Airy Elementary is not that far from each other. That's right down the street. And she lived right behind the school.
Damn. So would you say, like, it's as far as, like, for those in San Diego, it's as far as, like, FamMart to Walmart on College?
Hold on, where's Walmart? Oh.
Like, you could just duck down some side streets and you get there?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like, we were legit in the same neighborhood.
That's close. That's, nah. No. I'm sorry.
Or, well, yeah, I guess FamMart, or if you're on 55th.
55th and, ooh.
If you're on 55th Street, or Streamview. If you lived on Streamview going to Walmart.
Yeah. Okay. See, that is close. That is close.
That's way close.
That's like
yeah.
It's like up around the bend.
So the further the story, that's what made me think he's seen the girl as a child.
Okay.
Cause you live right there.
Ain't no way.
And it also trips me out to the fact of how we abruptly left Mount Airy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until I thought back to it, but it was like an abrupt, you know what? Let's move to Forest Park. Why? What is the reason for this move? It's
I brought down the street. That's what happened.
you know what? They got better apartments out there, man. You know, as a kid, you're told all kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bigger room. The apartments are better. They got a swimming pool because they just took out the swimming pool in Hawaiian Village. And the people who live there now, I'm sorry y'all ain't got no swimming pool because they took the mess out. Damn. I remember it. Sorry. Damn. But
oh snap! The battery's running out on the camera.
Oh.
Well, in conclusion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, adulting, you just gotta do it. It's hard. It's hard, but you gotta go face the storm, get through the storm to get to whatever's on the other side, which is just basically life. Like sometimes stuff's not as bad as you think. So
just gotta work through it.
You gotta work through it. It's gonna be difficult.
It's actually probably easier with a partner.
Like me.
Oh.
That's what he means. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the 5K podcast, helping you get through this marathon of life. And please subscribe, follow, like, and comment your guys' thoughts. And we'll see you in the next one.